Hello, welcome back to the Armenian Museum of America. I'm Gary Lind-Sinanian, the curator, and I'm here today to show you another little show and tell with some of the materials in our collection. This is a new acquisition. Actually, we just last weekend, somebody called me and said that somebody's selling a house on Dexter Avenue, the old Armenian neighborhood, and they're clearing up things in the house. You should contact them and see if there's anything there that might be of interest to the museum. So I contacted them and I went over to the house and I acquired a treasure trove of material related to this family. The original fellow was Hovsep Ajemian, and Hovsep is his travel papers here, and this is Hovsep here. And he was from Kharpert and he came to America, and he was very involved as working in the shoe industry and other. He's very much of an entrepreneur as far as starting businesses, etc. And he was also very generous. And these are donations of his to the American Board of Foreign Missions back in 1917 and 1915, which was dealing with missionary efforts in Armenia. And as you notice with this photograph here, he's very gussied up, looks very good. And the reason for this is because he was trying to get a bride, arranging it by mail. And this is a letter sent to Istanbul about this young lady. His name was Verjin Farmanian, and she was from Ankara, Angora at that time they used to call it, and fairly well-to-do young lady, and they made arrangements, and of course she moved to America and they got married. And these are some of her travel documents here, including her vaccination card. She got vaccinated, which is very big, everybody did at that point in time. And these are the documents from her that she needed getting into the United States and going through Marseille and the various. It was a voyage, of course, always for those people trying to get to America. And the diploma hers here. And some of the documents, of course, are a little bit singed, as you might see, like these ones here. And the reason is because it was a house fire. And the house fire was back in 1948. And in the house, she had to jump out a third-floor window. She ended up landing on the deck of on top of the second floor. From there, the firemen got her out, so she survived, intact with slight injuries. But because of that, a number of her documents have some, fire damage to them. And of course, many didn't survive the fires. This lady, Virginia, was a pack rat, as many of her generations were. And I think she saved every birthday card and every Christmas card that she ever got. And they were all here in these various packages. And also a lot of correspondence. She had relatives in France, and she was writing back and forth to France. And so we have a number of the letters with her with the relatives in France. And this is the lady here at the wedding picture of Hovsep and Verjin. And they had a daughter, Mary, and this is the daughter here. The material here is a real mishmash of all kinds of things. This is very typical of the kind of things you would find in the attics. And part of our job is we get all this stuff here and say, oh my God. And then we start sorting through it. We start figuring out the story and how they got to America and the various aspects to it there. So this is another snapshot of Armenian American life. And we're very fortunate that the family shared these with us, and we'll preserve them here at the museum for the generations to come. The Armenian Museum is here to share our stories and culture with you, the public. We thank you for joining us, and we hope you join us again. And come to the museum. The museum is now open on every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 6.